Okay, so now we're going to solve a little bit more of a complicated problem with the same vibe method. So here we go. We have 2n plus 1 is equal to 7. Or step 1, as always, is to find our variables so we know where we stop when our solution has been found. So we have 2n plus 1 is equal to 7, and our variable is n. The next thing that we need to do is to perform inverse operations. Now we see there are two things that we can get rid of. We have an addition of 1 and we have a multiplication by 2 right here. Now, how do we decide which one we do first? We can do PEMDAS in reverse. So normally we do parentheses, exponents, multiplication or division, and then addition or subtraction. Now that's when we're simplifying, but if we're solving, we go in that direction. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our addition or subtraction first. Since we have an addition, that's the first inverse operation that we're gonna do. So if we're adding 1 on the side, the inverse operation would be to subtract 1. So we have 2 plus 1 minus 1. Now I like to write mine going across. Then we have that's equal to, so we have our inverse. Then we need to balance it. So whatever we do on this side, we need to do on that side. So we already have our 7, and we need to also subtract 1 from that side. After we've done that, we have our balance part complete. Now we need to just evaluate what we have to see where we're standing. So we have 2n plus 1 minus 1. That just leaves us with 2n. And we have 7 minus 6. That just leaves us with 6. Well, we have 7 minus 1. That's a lie. So we have 7 minus 1. That leaves us with 6. So then we have 2n is equal to 6, and that's where we are. So now we need to recap. We need to go right back to the top with our vibe. We just keep vibing until we have our solution. So here we go. We have our variable right here, still our variable that we're working to. It's not by itself, so we're not done. Then we need to perform our inverse, which is we have 2 multiplied by n. So the inverse that we need to do, or the inverse operation that we need to do, is to divide by 2, since right here this is a multiplication by 2. So we divide by 2 to undo that multiplication. And then we need to balance, so we need to divide this side by 2 as well. So now we have 2 divided by 2. That's just n. And we have 6 divided by 2. That's 3. And of course, we can check our solution. So we have 2 multiplied by 3 plus 1. And that should be equal to 7. So let's see, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1, 7. And yep, that's our solution. All right.